Welcome back, my fellow duplicants, to Oxygen Not Included. So, in the last episode here, we were able to start our giant space farming program, so that is going to take a little while to build up. However, we did also unlock petroleum here, and we got it up and running right down here. So this is really good for us, because now we can make plastic. So what I want to cover here today is the automation of plastic production and glass, because both of these go together to make higher end pieces of equipment that could be really useful, like maybe this shine bug reactor thing down here. Ooh. Or if we want to get into space scanning and whatnot, we need glass and all of that good stuff up there. So we need to fix the problem with this overheating. We also need to automate it so that we don't end up making too much plastic, because that wouldn't be good. And because we have plenty of room right down here, glass seems to be like a perfect option for this area. So first things first, we're just going to go ahead and potentially turn that off for a little bit. Okay, and then what I want to do here is actually find a way to cool this down. Why is this green? What mod did I just install that made that green? What? Okay, whatever. It's green, very eerie glow. Alright, so ultimately what I'm going to end up doing here is just using this plastic machine, but we're going to drop it onto the ground. So by rotating it to the right, when we build the tiles beneath it, they fall off the edge. As compared to building it to the left, for whatever reason, that ends up straddling the tile, just like so. Mahong, look at how efficient this duplicant is today. You're super focused. So am I, by the way. I'm doing pretty good today. Hopefully you guys are doing as good as well. I got the video production well underway. I'm not going to jinx myself though, so we're not even going to talk about what videos I plan to upload this week. Nope, not even a little bit. You know what would be nice inside of here? I bet you guys can guess. Are you ready for it? Wallpaper. You know what? We're gonna be a little bit fancy this time. What would it be like if we made it out of iron? You might be thinking, why would you build it out of iron? I'm thinking the exact same thing. Because at first we were productive and now we're not, so. Oh yeah, build that. Definitely priority level 9. Extremely important dupes. The more important thing I want to do here is I want to actively cool down this polymer press. So I'm actually building the wrong tiles here. These need to be metal tiles. Okay, they don't necessarily need to be metal tiles, but I'm gonna make them metal tiles. Okay, so iron. Very nice. Why don't I have any gold? Dupes, what are you doing? I made this whole thing automatic for you down here. And we have gold available. What? Oh, it's just queued up forever. That's why. Good thing I have a mod that lets me queue things up even if the materials are not listed as available. Okay, so what we can do inside of here, to be fancy with it. Alright, so what I can do here is make use of our radiator tile right up here to cool down the polymer press. Isn't this stuff the most useful thing ever? I know, right? So I'll just use a gas pipe right there. Bring it back down, swap this over to radiative tiles, boom, or whatever. You get the idea. That goes right back down over there, then we go up, boom, cool, nice and cool. And then we could take our carbon dioxide and we could just dump it out over here, which would actually go up into one of these farms eventually. Okay, so now we're going to need a gas that runs through here just to keep that nice and cool. We already have oxygen right here if we really wanted to use it, or I could bring in some hydrogen since I do have that available. Let's go for hydrogen. This thing does put out a decent amount of heat. Here's where the long bridge comes in handy. Ah, love it. What did I make this out of? Gold amalgam? It's not the right stuff. I wanted that to be out of steel. Alright, so now we can see the polymer press here. It's maintaining its temperature a little bit better. That's good. However, we need to get this gas rotating around. So we don't need that anymore. We can actually just get rid of these gas pipes now. Let's just clean up the path inside of here just a little bit. So we'll take a ladder, we'll bring it right down over here. And then we can get rid of some of these extra ladders, get rid of this airlock. Just clean it up real nice. Alright, so I'm doing a little bit more digging down here. I actually need to get down here and just get into this iron. I need more resources. I'm chewing through a lot of material up here, just building all of this stuff. It might also be that there's just so much space around my initial biome to where I just haven't really built up a ton of loose resources at this point. That might be it. Okay, I'm also going to try to dig into this area here. I want to see what this thing is. What is this? Oh, it's a polluted water vent. How lucky am I? Jeez, water's included. Well, that will be nice and useful. Again, I'm gonna have to find a way to, something to do with all of my water. I guess I could just grow even more farms. I don't have to worry about all that. Reed fiber for everybody. All right, let's talk about the other utility I want to put inside of here besides just the polymer press, which should be doing all right. Oops, I think I need to empty one of these pipes in order to get that cycling. You can see that's up to 96 degrees. That should actually be a bit lower. So we're going to empty a pipe out there. That should do it. This will also work as a good spot for condensing some of the steam that comes out of here. And I'm kind of curious if the wallpaper is going to have any effect on the temperatures inside of here, because it does actually do something. Hey, numbers, 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 numbers! I only wanted you to empty one. There you go. Haha! All right. Oops. Let's take a look at this. This is out 96, going down to 95. Oh, you can see the metal tile now. It's now down to 85. So, okay, that's working. Good. So the other thing I wanted to do inside of here was glass. Yes. And can I make it out of ceramic or something? Obsidian ceramic would be plus 200 degrees. That requires 800 ceramic, which I should have 800 ceramic by now. I could build that glass forge right here. If I wanted to, I could set up another polymer press right over here if I really wanted to double down on how much I could produce. Right now, I don't really need more production. Guess I might as well put it in place. And it is fed off of the heavy watt wire, so it's not like I'm worried about blowing up the wires too much. Now, right now, these are the heavy watt wires, but they're not the heavy conductives, which will actually put a max power through them of 50 kilowatts. That was a recent change they made a couple patches ago. By the time I'm done with this whole system, I think I'll have to run all heavy watt conductive because I'm going to be dealing with a lot of power. I'm almost intentionally designing my base this time to use lots of power. I've got this really cool blueprint somewhere inside of here, and it's a automated hatchery for, there it is. It's a Slickster Ranch. It would go really good right here now, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think that just solved it. It needs to go right there. All right, so to make sure I get the ceramic I need, let's go up here and we're gonna flip this to ceramic forever. Get rid of the refined carbon. There we go. I'll start to set that up to a little bit higher setting. How's the temperatures in the main base doing? 23 degrees, quite beautiful. Hey, Blackbeard, I want you to go on a mission. I want to see what's over here. Can you at least run over here just to kind of expose what's in this area? Blackbeard, Blackbeard, you forgot something. I know, right? There's no oxygen over here. Look at all of this steam. Is there a steam vent down there? Could you climb down here just for a little bit, Blackbeard, on your way back? Oh, ooh, look at this. That's an interesting biome. It's both really, really cold, really hot, and then confused. All at the same time. What do you think about that, Blackbeard? You don't really care, do you? You just want to breathe. You'll be fine. There you go. Suck in some of that polluted oxygen. I put this lamp. I put this lamp on a little. I put this lamp on a little bit of a timer right there. It's kind of interesting. Notice how the lamp is actually really cold. It's radiating heat. Into space. That actually slows down as it gets colder, so you can't just instantly cool everything. It actually gets slow. But it does make you wonder, doesn't it? Hey, look at what we have here. A glass forge. See? I knew you could do it, Dupes. Good job. Jeez, look at all this petroleum I have. Look at all of this. It's just, is it backed up? Not quite. Okay, so when we start to talk about the glass forge here, we can do some interesting things besides just make molten glass. And that is because we have some things that we can do with this liquid. One, we could potentially take this liquid, molten glass, and run it through metal refinery. So this is kind of stuff that some people have done in the game that will heat it up over time, allowing you to make a really, really hot liquid. And what can we use really, really hot liquids for? Molten salt, baby. Yeah! Free power. However, now, how much specific heat capacity do we have inside of molten glass? Well, it's only 0.2, which is really not a lot, compared to water, which is 4. So even if we're talking about steam, you know, even though it's 1/10 of that, that's still 0.4 DTUs per gram. So it doesn't really make sense to go after molten glass, because while glass has an evaporation point of 2,300 degrees Celsius, we could basically, which I guess would allow us to turn sand back into, well, into rock gas, and then turn that into magma, and then turn magma into igneous rock. Yes, we could essentially turn sand back into igneous rock through that method. Oh! Look at this specific heat capacity. I'm going to add a rock gas power plant to the list of possible things that we can make. And then you take that and you run it right back through the rock crusher, and all you're doing is making tons of free energy. Are you seeing this? Is this watermelon looking thing? What is it? I can't click on it. Let me click on it. What is it? There's an egg here and I can't touch it. I want to know what that is. I'm sorry, I just got completely distracted by another shiny thing. Anyhow, yep, lots of great ideas, not enough time to do them today. So we're just going to dump this glass on the ground. But think about it, let it percolate, and we're gonna come back to it. All right, Bahong, what kind of egg do we have here? You don't know, you have no idea, you just want a new hat. All right. Ooh, okay. A floral hatchling. What? Oh, with a flower on its back, releases a sweet scent that helps with stress. I wonder if that's going to make a lot of my dupes stressed out because they cannot handle floral scents. Probably. This might be the worst hatch ever, except for the best one to ranch if you are not sensitive to it. Sorry, Poke Shell. You and me, we're really not doing anything here, are we? Just keep hanging out there, you'll be fine. Okay, so now of course we need to actually automate this thing. So in order to do that, what we're going to want to do is have a sweeper down here that's going to pick up the plastic, pick up the glass that's going to go down here and actually become solid. It won't be a liquid. Oh, we're probably going to want to move that pump. Probably going to want to move that pump before it sucks up molten glass and throws it inside of our electrolyzer. Yeah. Okay, now we need to provide some power to this. We also want to put a light right down here because we have to manually operate this glass forge. So it's a good idea to have a light down there. Put a duplicate motion sensor there as well, just to keep that thing nice and automated. Then we're going to load up a couple smart storage units right here, and this is what we're going to use to disable the polymer press and the glass forge. Alright, just a bit more work with the gas pipes here, and we'll have this thing figured out. Alright, so now to automate these things so that they actually turn off correctly, what I'm going to do is try to use one of my systems that I've used a lot of times to automate different refineries and whatnot. So that is this guy right there. And we'll also need a clock pulse. So that's this guy right there. Okay, so this unit right here is just going to send out a pulse that is positive every so often for a given amount of time. So that is going to run to this one, and it's also going to run to this guy right down here. All right, so there's the automation. This is going to pulse out a signal every 200 seconds or so, and that is going to check the inventory down here to see just how much material we have in here. If we're above the amount that we can store in there, or we have the right amount, then we're not actually going to have these turn on. So these will be disabled. If we're under the maximum amount that we have inside of here, then these are going to be enabled. So the reason we do this is so that we aren't just running these smart storage bins continuously, because they consume about 60 watts. Not that I'm really worried about power in this base, but that would add up to a fair amount per material that we're checking and per cycle. So that could actually add up to quite a bit over time. Each one of these is actually a lot. It would be probably about a 15th of the amount of power that we're currently consuming in a cycle. So I think we're using up 1,700. These would be like 160 or so. I don't remember exactly. I did a whole video on it, but I just don't remember all of it. That was a while ago. All right, so it looks like I might want to actually move this one smart storage bin to the left a little bit. There is a blind spot that I can't see with the auto sweeper here. Although I might be able to just move it down. Yeah, if I put it right down here, I can reach everything. All right, so if we sweep everything in here, you can see that I have 3,000. Let's go ahead and set that to where it would be true. If we take a look at the automation here, as the signal finishes, we've turned off the plastic production. However, the glass production stays on. Nice. Now, if I set this back up to 10,000 or so, to where it will be under the limit, what we will see here is this will turn back on. Doop, there we go. Nice. So that is fully automated. All right, Dupes, I think that was a good start to the day. I'm gonna go grab some lunch, but when I get back, I wanna see all of you here. There better be 10 out of 10 dupes. I don't want any dead dupes. Don't get any ideas. And also make sure to cook a lot of food. Brothgar has to go buy some more food to fill his refrigerator again. Hey, would you look at that? Everybody's still alive. Well, that's pretty good. Good job, Dupes. Do we have any of these floral hatches up and running yet? They're probably not in the character list, now that I think about it. Or maybe they just haven't hatched yet. We'll see. Keep an eye on that. This one right there, that's at 87%. So that would probably, that might be the first one, maybe not. Let's see here. I built a bridge right over here just to kind of see this area. Also went down a little bit so you can see this biome down here. This is an absolute mess. Look at it. We've got incredibly hot right next to kind of liquidy now. Next to more hot. This whole side is just an absolute mess of a biome. So I think that'll be a good side to kind of tap into. You can see we got some dupes down here. We're able to dig out all of this area. That's a good start. I have more than enough crude oil. Look at all this crude oil. Look at all this crude oil. Oh my. And we have ourselves another neural vacillator. Who on the list here has not been treated to such a thing yet? Trendgar, I don't think you have. Oh. How about you come on down here and we'll send you through the neural vacillator. There you go, Trendgar. Yep. You know, unlike most dupes, you can actually breathe down here for a long time. And you're done. Beefsteak plus 10 strength. Well, I mean, mostly it just runs around and harvests things, so that's really not the best trait, but oh well, is what it is, we'll take it. Okay, one thing I've noticed is that this area has become heat soaked. So the heat in here has just become too hot. We also have like 20 kilograms of steam. The small amount of radiator we have up here just isn't enough. So, I think it's time for a thermal nullifier. Ooh, that's actually really, really expensive. All right, so I made some adjustments down here. We put the liquid pump over there. I'm going to say as long as that is above 10 kilograms, then we're going to run that. And then the last thing over here, we're going to try to build this thing. Come on, Dupes. And we're going to supply that with hydrogen. At this point, I still have too much hydrogen. Like, I still have to vent it at this point. All right, Dupes, come on, let's build me this thermal nullifier. It's way too much steam in this room. Boom, there we go. Just chewing through that steam, sort of. But now it's too hot. Uh-oh. Overheat temperature of 125. Hopefully we don't go above that. I don't think we will. Ooh, all right, so here we have our very first floral hatchling. Nom Nom the fifth. Diet blossom seeds. Mealwood. Thimble reed seed. Arbor acorns, fungal spore, balm lily, or dirt. Well, at least we got dirt, right? Nectar, Floral filaments. Interesting. If you take a look at the germ overlay, whoa! That's kind of new. Sweet scents. Smelled sweet scents. Minus 10% per cycle right there. Oh, and a full 2 cycles. Whoa! Uh-oh, I got dupes that are suffering from an allergic reaction though. They do not like this hatch. They're allergic to floral hatches. And there's a lot of that floating around. Holy moly! What a stinky critter. What to do with the floral critter, huh? Well, I don't know what else to do with the little guy right now, so we're just going to move them over here once we deconstruct some power wires. Dude! Oh my gosh, look at all this sweet scents everywhere. This would be great if I didn't have allergic duplicates. Wrangle them up, please. Oh, jeez, trying to click on this guy is like health 200. Woo! So this is kind of a cool device right down here. This is a storage pod. It's like a storage container, like any of like those, except for you can place it anywhere you want. And it takes refined metals. You can put a little bit inside of it. What I'm going to do here is just put a little bit of sand in there. That way the dupes will find sand, put it into here, and then it can be distributed. As you could imagine, a storage pod would be really, really useful for a automatic storage and retrieval system. I keep trying to get rid of this floral hatch laying over here, but my dupes keep sneezing every time they go to move it. And the poor guy gets dropped on the ground. Move, dude. We need to move you somewhere else. Ah! Now we got germs over here, and we got germs over here. Ah, I'm sorry, Trengar, please. Please just move him down to where it won't matter. Oh no, Trengar is going to try to do it. See, watch what happens. He's going to pick him up and then sneeze. Poor guy. It's hard to be a rancher when you're allergic to critters. Oh, just dumped him through a door. Well, I guess that's good enough. Oh no. Please tell me there's no more up there. Ah, can't even click on the egg. Alright, well, these germs are going to be in the air for a while. Sorry, dupes. I can make an allergy medication. The thing is, it's going to take a blossom seed, which I only have 3 of. And right now, I just have to say, I don't think it's worth it, buds. So sorry, dupes. It's just not worth it. You're just going to have to sneeze until you die. Oh, hey, look. We actually have some condensed water down here. That's good. Which means I'm also using up the hydrogen, which means I'm producing oxygen. Good deal. Alright, I need to handle these little floral guys for now, so I'm just going to move them over here. Alright, well, I think I made a good amount of progress today. We were able to set up the polymer presses over here and automate that. We also got the glass forge and a way to condense this steam down. So that's pretty good. As you can see, we have a fair bit of water down here. Are you not delivering the glass? Maybe the glass isn't set very high. Ah, that would be why. There we go. But yes, now that we have plastic, that allows us to really do some more things with power here, such as a steam turbine. Or maybe a shine bug reactor. Oh, you know what? Let's just place this thing down. Doesn't that thing look interesting? We'll have to explore it here in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little episode here of Oxygen Not Included. If this looks like the channel for you, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. As always, stay awesome, guys. Peace. Brothgar out.